Howdy, you guys. How's everybody doing today? So, we are going to review my good buddy here, Mako's stuff. So, Jeff was able to catch, which is live stream. He was doing a Barry Beamer. Congratulate him for over 500 subscribers. Now all he needs to do is hit the 1,000 mark, and he can actually start making actual money. Because you're not monetized to get 1,000. Once you hit 500, you can get memberships, super chat, thing like that. So, yeah. And Rich went live, and it's just was a shit show. It's probably the worst live. Twisted argues the point with a guy that truck don't have that car don't have a rod in the fuel pump. You're thinking of a Mopar, buddy. I would stick to things you know about and not talk about shit you don't know about. Because here's the deal, Twisted. A Chevy has a rod that comes through the block, comes off the camshaft, comes through the block, and actuates your fuel pump. It's not a Chrysler. So it's not a Chrysler, it's not a Pontiac. Chevy's totally different. So again, I would not argue the point with somebody, Twisted, if you're fucking wrong, and you're fucking wrong. You look like a fucking buffoon. You look like you're not mechanically inclined. This whole live was nothing but people trolling him. Kind of fucking weirdo. It has fucking styrofoam cups or styrofoam cups. I don't know what the fuck I'm drinking. What kind of fucking weirdo has nothing but fucking stuffed animals? What kind of a 25-year-old man has stuffed animals? You're a fucking weirdo, Rich. Hey, brother. Thank you guys for catching this shit, because I would have missed this.
I'm just trying to figure out how I would. I set it. I set up the memberships. I just trying to figure out how I would be able to add videos to it.
When you add a video, Jeff, they'll ask, you can click when you go private, public, all that. You can put members only right there. Oh, yes, it does, brother. Like I was telling you earlier, dude, what kind of fucking weirdo has stuffed animals? What kind of 55-year-old man has fucking stuffed animals?
Wow, he moved it. Come on, Rich. You gonna quit?
Like, the fact that you think that this is going to stop us from doing anything, Rich, is fucking
One
hilarious.
sec, guys. Okay, there we go.
The fact that you're spinning out of
Yeah,
control and
but
we're
he was
not.
done. I mean, he's got no com. He's got no content. This is gonna be. This ain't gonna last long though, because the camera's got to be on him. Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, busted. It was. I mean, it was fucking awesome. You guys notice how Twisted went argue the point that small block Chevy
it'll bug
doesn't have
me.
a rod that actuates the fuel pump? Like that's comical in and of itself. Like I get you're a Mopar guy, but if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, then don't talk about it. Don't argue the point when you're wrong. And then let's not forget the fact that all the accounts in there today were nothing but
In the last
fucking troll accounts.
365 days, we have 8,227 valid public watch hours.
We need to get Jeff and him to 1,000 so they can actually get paid for YouTube. Then we can make Barry eat that one. See, I haven't watched
I
like
don't
all of
know.
it because I kind of woke up when Jeff was in the middle of it.
He's
Right, David? Like that's a simple fact. If you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, don't try to argue the point.
thinks this
He
is
was
good.
obviously wrong. See, a Mopar don't have a rod. It just runs off of the cam, off of that little fuel pump eccentric. Where a Chevy has that and then a rod, or it might just be a rod. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, Rich, by the way, that's a build sheet, Bubba. I doubt your car still has that, and even if it does, it doesn't matter.
That's his. I don't know. It's
The
he's
car
got
is not
he's got his
desirable enough to
own, and he
really for
mumbles.
that to matter.
Oh, okay. But she also did a couple of race for it, whatever. Oh man. Oh, what is blowing out there? I don't know what that is. Totally a sarcastic about it.
Sorry, guys. Texted some guys on some parts. Trying to sell some Thunderbird parts. Oh, you know he's in here, brother.
It is hot.
I mean, the minute I find out he's on fucking disability, I'm calling. The minute I get the inkling, he
It's
can't have all them
amazing.
fucking
It's
assets and be on
amazing.
disability.
Yeah, 2 hags. Well, that's another good one. Here, let me tin that because that's the truth. You got that right.
You'd think by now he would realize that fucking marking your lives private does nothing when we catch your lives.
The crusher fixed, obviously, right?
Right? Right? Right, Jeff?
I know you guys could probably hear that from
Because
the
knowing
truck
Rich,
driving.
he's gonna go for he can't walk, his legs are swollen. So I don't even think he can get disability for that. I don't know. Dude, his legs, Jeff, that fucking live you caught yesterday, dude, his fucking legs, dude, were
What are you
purple.
doing?
They had like purple streaks running down them. I had never seen that. Probably not. He's probably keeping that one to himself from now on.
Too hot today, Kim. Way too hot. Too hot. They say that the air
Jesus.
quality is very poor right now for breathing.
You know what's funny? Later on, this twisted bus in the mountain proves he's a fucking liar on that too.
Somebody could talk to him. Anybody with breathing problems pretty much should stay in, you know? Someone could go talk to him and just keep him talking.
Look, let's see what the weather is like today here in lovely Indiana, shall we? Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my Google. It's 83 and it feels like 90. Let's see what the weather's like in New Jersey. 88 feels like 94. And guess what, you guys? After I end this fucking live stream, I'm going out and working on the charger. So, and I have breathing problems. Breathing problems does not excuse you from fucking doing work. It's like fucking Barry and Ryan. Ryan not being able to do grass work because he's just fucking lazy.
Let me shut the air conditioner off.
Just because it's hot doesn't mean that you just should stay inside and be fucking lazy. Hey, buddy, guys, what does Rich do?
Here we go.
He does nothing besides sleep and whine about his health. How is your health ever going to get better if you don't want to be sick first so you can get better? Because let's be honest, if Rich goes out and walks every day, he's going to feel like shit. He's going to be sick. But that's your body's way of punishing you for becoming a fat, lazy slug. At least that's how I believe. You know, it's all fun and games when you're eating bonbons and ho-hos and you become 500 fucking pounds. But the minute that you actually work out and it makes you sick, that's your body's way of saying, hey, this was all fun and games to get here. Now you're going to have to really want it. Guys, that's not at all. That's not at all asthma or COPD, Rich. This infuriates me. It really does piss me off. You coughing up a fucking loogie isn't asthma or COPD, dickhead. Look up what that is. Look up the symptoms of those two things. You have never had an asthma attack a day in your fucking life. Meanwhile, I have, and I can tell you it's some scary fucking shit. But Rich, don't worry, with your fat ass, it's coming. And I got some words of fucking encouragement for you. Don't panic. Because when I had my asthma attack, that's what they told me. The worst thing you do is when you're having one is panic. It's like if you can't swim and you're thrown in the water, don't panic.
Listen
Float.
to that. And he's just sitting.
That's what exactly, Jeff.
He's probably doing that on purpose.
If he's saying he can't breathe sitting, that's not good. Although I've seen his fucking legs, that's not good either. He's about to get all the karma he wants.
You have to feel bad for me, guys.
See, I don't feel bad for Rich. I don't feel bad for myself because dudes like me, we put
Why don't you tell him to
ourselves
get out of the truck then?
in our positions. I like food. I eat. Therefore, if I have a heart attack, that's my
You
own
see
fucking
him
fault.
trying to climb up and down off that loader? I'd love
Oh,
to see
dude.
that.
Yeah, fucking Busted's awesome, dude. That's like I would have never met half of you guys if it wasn't for fucking Barry doing his stupid shit. And then run across fucking Brian's page of finding Rich. I'm honestly shocked Jeff he hasn't flipped out about that
Listen,
fucking plate
I
yet.
never viewed the evidence
So that account, think about the way the account goes. Just as we proceed, as Jeff's reading these comments off, guys, listen to the comments. This is nothing but a trolling account. And then he's going to have another one that talks about Matthew and Dizzy. It's a trolling account. I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but do you remember, I don't know, a month or so ago when Joe Mad, Rich's, well, I'm not going to call him his friend because he's not his friend. Joe Mad comes in and makes all these false allegations about Brian, swears up and down they're true, has Rich believing it and saying it on live stream about Brian being a fucking PDF file. Now he's caught. And then when Rich gets called out about it on that same live stream, he goes, "Well, I'll look into it, and if it's factual, I'm gonna post it up here. And if it's not, I'll post it up here." He's never posted anything about it, and Joe Mad since that day has not been back in a Rich live stream since the day that he fucking made Rich make false allegations against somebody. So all this is trying to make him make false allegations. Rich, how's it feel, buddy? You said we make false allegations, but you made false allegations against Brian. You're about to make false allegations against my buddy, you Dizzy. You're about to make another false allegation against my buddy Matthew. That's all you are. It's false allegations. Team move tactical, yeah, I love that, dude. I need to have that put on a t-shirt for you guys. That'd be fucking awesome. Get Team move tactical with Barry's fucking GTA player on there. That'd be awesome.
Let's see what he says about this.
Jeff, I'm honestly shocked that he wasn't in this live stream. Or was he? No, I just didn't see it.
Well, bye-bye, public defender. You are going to own both Jeff and Austin.
Oh, hell yeah, Busted. It's not how COPD works. You Rich, you realize you could so not look stupid
It's COP.
if you would just WebMD this shit before you spoke. He's another one. I find it kind of fucking hilarious that he wants to talk all this mad shit about us, Renegade, and yet
Yes,
his
he needs to take
house
care for the
isn't
comments.
in his name,
Don't like
him and his wife's
either
name,
of them.
or just his name. His
He might
he
say
has a
it's his
failed
family.
trucking business from like 2006. I mean,
Judge Wapner finds that.
that's how you know it's a trolling account because the judge wouldn't give a fuck if you're coughing. The only time a judge cares is like if, let's say, I'm speaking and Rich is like, "No, no, that's not true," and interrupts the other person. That's when it becomes but him just coughing because he can't breathe. No, we need to get fucking his brother on here. I have found his
But he's in
sisters
jail.
and I have reached out to them on Facebook. I don't know if they're gonna want to do live stream or not because, and Jeff, you can reach out to them too, man. If you want, all you gotta do is find his dad's obituary, which is on there, And it's got his
What are you
fucking
smoking
sister's
on?
names. Their full names.
Trying to, oh, I got COPD, but yet I smoke. And I wonder why I can't breathe.
Don't you love how Renegade want to talk about me and Jeff's fucking being, maybe we focused on our own stuff, we would be successful. But yeah, he's got 20,000 fucking followers and gets on average 100 views. Like, if
Because
that's fucking
when I get
success, then
COPD,
I don't want to be successful.
People's Court's been out of business for a long time. They kind of told your age. Definitely Judge Wapner.
26.
This is fucking. Oh.
Probably 10. If I was imagining, probably 10. Or Renegade. I mean, I just find it funny. They're like trolling accounts, man. They're just saying the most stupidest shit you can think of to make Rich make false allegations.
Ooh, pulled the hair right out of her head. Oof.
I really wish
What
Rich
are you
would sue
smoking?
me.
What the hell is that?
I would pay him to sue
Use
me
a drill for
just so I get a motion
scissors
discovery on all his devices.
and get their hair stuck in it. Oh. So it rips it right out of their scalp. You probably would. Literally goes to prove how stupid people are.
Hey, Bruce.
To prove how stupid people are.
Hey, Jeff. I think I found where Rich lives. I want to make sure. If I can make sure, man, I'm gonna send you his address in the apartment place.
What would that do? I'm gonna order immediate
I think I'm gonna print up some
takeout.
fucking letters and send it to Twisted's neighbors and Renegade's neighbors about who they're supporting.
Hair on top of his head, nowhere else. He's wearing a leather vest and a t-shirt. Wow.
Everybody say congratulations to Jeff for reaching 500. It's a big deal.
He's also gonna need to get some like dress clothes to go in before your honorable honor.
That's where I see. I think I found it using that, but I want to make double, triple sure.
Nephew, what's up?
Has his brother been back in your lives, Jeff, since the other day?
Check out what Richie Boy's doing.
You guys talked anymore about doing a live stream? Like I said in my live last night, I have no animosity towards his brother at all.
Okay,
So
here we
if he's
go.
worried about the screaming and the arguing and me calling him names, that ain't gonna happen. I just want to ask him simple questions about Rich and his background, and then
Taking
I'm
a
gonna
sip here.
adios and get out of there. I wouldn't have lost my shit on Rich if Rich literally wasn't lying to my face.
Public defender, I will be sending officer file for immediate arrest. I
You know
got
what I
you,
mean?
Daisy.
He was in that live with us, and Rich just kept lying to me, and just lying to my fucking face, and I don't like to be lied to. Don't lie to me. It was just you call a spade a spade.
He can stand up and do comedy.
Hell, Bruce gave us our first super chat, which was nice. We hit 500 this year, then hopefully we can all hit like 1,500 next year.
We're going need your brother to take the stand. Here we go.
And just think about it, Jeff, man. We would have all never met if it wouldn't have been for fucking Barry, which is just awesome. I wouldn't even have this channel or this
Are you
platform
lucky you're not
if
getting
it
close
wasn't for
enough?
Barry. I would
No,
have my
because
main channel, but that's it. Bro, I want to talk about that. Dude, how many of y'all, Rich says we're jealous. He like him and Barry like they're on that jealousy thing. How many of y'all would want Rich's life? I would suck start what's over there on my nightstand before I ever wanted a life like Richard Berry's. Like, no. All Rich does is sleep all fucking day. It's not like he's up till 3 or 4 in the morning and then gets to sleep. He is literally sleeps all night, wakes up for an hour or two, does live, and then sleeps the rest of the day away. How is that alive? Oh, exactly. Because I do believe as a YouTuber you should help people, but when they're bad people like Rich or Barry, once you find out they're bad people, you either do what I'm doing and what we do, or you just don't fuck with them anymore. Know what I mean?
I don't know. I think it's just someone fucking with them. It's not gonna look good that he's a moderator in Marco's channel. Must do something about that. Yeah, Rich's brother.
Exactly, Busted. Exactly. He's dead. He just hasn't laid down yet. And then let's talk about finding the build sheet on the live Jeff did yesterday. Who gives a shit about a build sheet in that car?
Carl Winslow.
Like, there isn't no
He was
crazy
saying
options the car could have came
he
with.
plays with little boys. Yeah, he can.
Hey, Guns. Listen, you fat tub of lard. I ain't a fighter, and I could beat the shit out of you. It's no fucking dude. How are you gonna fight? Your fucking arms don't go past your fucking chest. You're literally like this. What are you gonna swing at? And then to run your mouth and say somebody has a fucking lazy eye. What about your buddy Renegade and his fucking eye that darts over here and his eye that darts over here? Like, you're gonna run your mouth about a good wholesome dude. For what, Rich? Because you're a bitch? And that's all you are. You're a bitch ass pedophile. That's what the fuck you are. You're a fucking pedophile. With your fucking mighty T Rex arms talking about swinging. I'm about hitting people. You wanna know how you wanna fight, Rich? If somebody actually allowed you to get close enough to me, you could wrap your T Rex arms around them and just fall on them. Then you'll win a fight. Hell yeah, busted.
Oh yeah? I guarantee you, my buddy, you dizzy would fuck your day up.
Bro, I ain't a fucking fighter and I could beat this little motherfucker up. Dad's offered to get in the ring with you, Rich. You're a bitch. You're a fucking pedophile. You're a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
It's all funny till one day when it all catches up.
Look, I almost said something else in here. If you really watch Disney's channel, you would know what this is about. Rich, he was a firefighter, or still is. I don't know the full story on that. Jeff probably knows because Jeff talks to him more than I do. Unlike you, that man has more character, more honor in one of his fucking fingers than you got in your whole fucking body, Mr. Stolen Valor Firefighter. Because I'll tell you what, Rich, you're the type of motherfucker that your house could be on fire. And let's just say your ex-wife and her son, as you like to put it, were in a house and they're burning alive. You're the type of dude that would just leave him in there, wouldn't rush back in. Where people like me, Jeff, everybody in my chat would punch a firefighter in the fucking face if they told us we couldn't go back in there, and we would do anything we could to save our family. We would take a bullet for our family. That's honor. That's integrity. That's something that you don't have inside you. Your level of self-preservation means more to you than anybody else. You're the type of dude that see a woman getting assaulted on the street and walk right past. You're a pathetic little weasel that has never amounted to anything in his life. So you have to make up stories and lies about your health and everything else to make you feel like you're somebody because, bitch, you've never been anybody. You couldn't cut it as a husband. You couldn't cut it as a father. You couldn't cut it as a YouTuber. You couldn't cut it as a brother. You couldn't cut it as a fucking uncle. You couldn't cut it as anything in life. The only thing you can fucking cut is half-ass that beard on your fucking face. Joe Dirt. Ooh, dude, talking about Dizzy and everybody, that pisses me the fuck off.
Pictures of fire trucks.
Talk about somebody's fucking integrity.
Videos the fires so that they. Oh, Matthew Decker. You hear that? Who's Matthew Decker? Somebody probably don't want to fuck with Rich. He goes, who's Matthew Decker?
It's another fucking thing, Rich. You're gonna talk shit about Matthew? That dude has done more work and bought more fucking parts than you've done in fucking 3 fucking years. You're a clown, dog. You're a fucking clown. We own the circus and you're fucking dancing for us. Dance, puppet, dance.
Matthew Decker.
Matthew's a good fucking dude, and you're just a maggot that has a sad, pathetic life, if you want to call it a life.
Twisted just took break from sandblasting. What did he steal?
Rich, again, I'm gonna fucking say something, and you're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna point out something. The public defender channel. The this person here that's making these claims about you, Dizzy and Matthew. They are trolling you. You are fucking feeding right into what the fuck they want you to do. Make false allegations with no proof. See, me, Jeff, our community, we don't make false allegations against somebody without video evidence of their fucking words, picture evidence with their words. But you, on the other hand, will call Brian Cabral a fucking pedophile, say he was arrested when he never was, and then try to say, well, maybe it's under his YouTube channel name. Like the fucking police department's gonna be like, hey, you're Uncle Brian on YouTube, man. Let's put that in the paper. Not Brian Cabral, which is your legal fucking name. Your buddy Joe Matt set you up for that one to make a false allegation. Hasn't been back since, has he, Rich? No. Because he made false allegations. You did exactly, you were boo-boo the fucking fool. You didn't like Brian Cabral, so he swung on your nuts until he didn't need you no more, and then he let you make a false allegation against him. The same thing these fucking people are trying to. They're just trying to prove that you'll make false allegations against anybody without any proof or evidence to back up what you're saying. You run your fucking mouth about people like Matthew and people like Dizzy when you don't even fucking know the first thing a fucking about them. Even on YouTube, you don't know the first fucking thing about them. You're making false allegations and false fucking claims against people. And then you're going to come back 2 days from now talking about, I don't make false allegations. I don't make false claims. I don't talk about shit without proof. Ooh, you motherfucker. I'm just wrap my hands on your fucking fat neck.
Hope you're in a cool area. You got that right, Busted. I don't think the weather forecast has got this area right.
No. I don't, Matthew. What's up with that?
We discuss legal matters here, Twisted. Matthew Decker stole toys from kid at Christmas. Oh, really? That's horrible. Yeah, you just gave it to those children by showing that shit. You're sick ass. Okay, I'll put the case on hold for now. Can't believe what they're allowed to show on TV nowadays. Probably Renegade. He puts everything on marketplace.
Oh, fucking really, bro?
Winning.
Huh.
What, Carl? Fucking Timu Tactical.
I love that you guys use that shit. Like, I just came up with that, like, on the spot, and all you guys seem to have loved it, so we need to make some t-shirts.
I don't know, Dennis. I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing. Well, there's only two people that say that. One is Charlie Sheen when he's stoned out of his mind, and the other one is Jeff McRae.
Okay. I'm gonna pause again and I'm gonna speak on this. So, listen, you guys. When Charlie Sheen was a big celebrity, I was a kid. I know he's had his addictions with crack and things like that. Did Charlie Sheen really say winning? Because, like, Barry got it from Roadkill, and then I just fucking stole it because it's fucking funny to do because it pisses Barry off. Like, like, like I know Jeff, he's a little bit older than me. I know Matthew's a little bit, and I know Bruce is a lot older than me. But did Charlie Sheen really say winning? Like, is that really something that happened? Like, cause Rich has got me wanting to watch 2.5 Men again. Because as a kid, I didn't really watch it and shit like that. So I don't know.
Well, Jeff McRae's right here, so my hands are right here. That's not me.
And I was asleep, Rich. So wasn't me.
That must be Timu Tactical making shit up, Matthew.
I don't know why. Every time you guys say Demon Tactical, it makes me laugh. See, Barry stole it from Roadkill, David Freiberger and Mike Finnegan. Anytime they got old car running, they would go winning.
I just gotta.
Or they would say that's a win. They wouldn't say winning. They would say that's a win.
How long have you been following the Mako boys? Max, Dennis. That's actually
You guys
Donald
cracked me
Duck
up.
from Looney Tunes. I'm keeping that there because I want them to have some major content when they actually upload my videos.
Major content. You realize you're talking, right? That's major
Well, I
content.
want to give them right there. I have other ones I can give too. I can put Charlie Brown up there. Let's see. I can put the Cookie Monster up there. I can put Bugs Bunny up there. I can put Tweety up there. Sylvester up there. Donald Duck.
Guys, what I'm gonna do?
Martian, and the dog Pluto.
Yeah, Matt. These guys aren't Stitcher. Also sent.
Yeah, I remember you doing this once before, Carl. And if you keep it up, well, you know.
I'm going to have to run to the store in a minute, but I'm gonna leave this shit going.
Okay. Goodbye. It's the end of that shit.
Kids' toys everywhere.
Next.
Oh yeah. Except now he's talking shit.
I've already got 90% of his guys blocked from even seeing my page.
No, you have nobody blocked from seeing your page.
Okay, I'm gonna explain that. He don't know how this shit works, so we're gonna pause right there on Jeff. So, for those of you that don't know, which I'm sure at least 95% of you know how YouTube works. When you block somebody or you hide them from your channel, that don't stop them from coming on here and viewing your content. That just stops them from being able to comment and things like that. You could still remix their videos if you want, which means you go on their short or whatever and you click remix. Still remix their video, you can still watch their video, you just can't comment. That's how all that works. It's not like Facebook when you block somebody and they can't come on your page ever again. It's not the same. All blocking here on YouTube does is stop you from being able to comment. That's all it does. That's it. Just stop you from viewing their fucking page. Richard, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So we got a couple of stragglers here and
If
there.
I want to contact you on your page, I can.
Get rid of, and that's one of them.
Exactly, Jeff. Exactly.
You're gonna wanna.
Like he's a sad, pathetic little fucking weasel.
I think that public defender is actually
He's showing children's toys to prove he's not a predator twisted.
Who the fuck said that?
Damn, get the car on. We'll have to take a ride down there.
Oh, that's good shit.
Fuck it, we could take the
hey,
van.
asshole.
I'll
In
stop,
order to
pick
be a
this up.
pedophile, you have to have done something to be charged as a
No!
pedophile by the police.
No, that's
No! Hey, Rich, again, that's an offender. Okay, let me say this, Rich. Let me say this. I'm glad you said this. So, the pedophile catches you watch, before they catch them pedophiles, and they're texting them young girls, back and forth with these people that are organizing the sting, they're not pedophiles until they've been charged. So why, when they pull up, can they call them a pedophile? See, you have offenders who are pedophiles and pedophiles who haven't been caught yet. And Rich, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And your argument to anybody with a fucking brain is asinine, and it proves your fucking intelligence. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Asshole has no proof.
Oh, I got tons of proof. You
Asshole.
validated me on your Monday live,
You
so
and all your little fuck buddies can fuck off. How about that?
How about the man? How about the man Rich that says 14-year-olds should have OF? That their parents should make their child OnlyFans. So Rich supports CP, child porn. Because he's saying that 14-year-olds should have OF and their parents should manage it and fucking help them with it. So he supports child porn.
Him light a cigarette. He's lighting a cigarette. He's smoking in his apartment. I knew he smoked in there.
Unlike you, I don't make false allegations against motherfuckers unless I have proof.
You
Well,
cannot.
they can see my page all they want. They just can't respond.
Oh yeah.
Well, now, see what I mean? Make up your fucking mind. People call you out and see what you backtracking, little bitch.
Stop that, Rich.
I don't want that crap in my live stream.
Too fucking bad. You better get used to it, fuck boy.
That falsified bullshit.
It's not
Not even
falsified.
facts.
How is it falsified? How is it falsified when somebody fucking calls you out on it Monday and you literally own up to it? You literally, for the sixth fucking time in a row, go, yeah, it should be up to the parents to make their 14-year-old daughters OnlyFans. You realize when you do that, you're validating what I've said. It's not made up. I had the video, the videos are real, which we all knew they were real, but you validated it Monday. You literally, Rich, are okay with CP. You promote CP. You, Rich, and I'm going to say this, my opinion of you, and I'm sure it's 95% of fucking people's opinions in here. You should be fed feet fucking first through a wood chipper. Feet first. Not head first. That's too quick. Feet first. What kind of fucking pedo? What kind of normal fucking person goes, hey, 14-year-olds should have OnlyFans? Because you're posting provocative pictures when they don't. It's not all true. Not, hey, you should get your child help. Get them into counseling. Take the fucking phone away. You on the other hand go, you on the other hand go, the parents should make them OnlyFans. You support CP. Not to mention if they're 14 and below, you don't block them. You talk to them. Not to mention you were trying to fuck a 16-year-old. Let's not forget about those facts. I don't even have a daughter, and what you said makes me want to fucking find a wood chipper and put you through it. I don't know how any of your mods can fucking mod for you. Birds of a feather flock together. Y'all are fucking sick. Anybody that hears you justify 14-year-olds having fucking OnlyFans and still decides to mod for you, there's something fucking wrong with them. And if your buddy Twist is a fucking cop, which he isn't, I've talked to DRC who knows him personally. Let's say he was hypothetically a cop. He don't tell you there's something wrong with that, Rich. He don't see there's nothing wrong. He's a fucking cop. But yeah, he's okay with 14-year-olds having OnlyFans too?
Proof at all. Based on that alone, calling me a pedo is slander.
No, it's not.
I don't give a shit what the hell platform it's on. It's on the internet. It's typed. He's put it there. Same thing if you were been in public and called me that.
Now what would you do?
Somebody else heard you.
I love this shit, dude. Channel created 1 day ago. I'm ordering an immediate cease and desist on this channel if you don't want to face prison time. Okay. I am so scared. Oh my god. Oh no.
People want to act like a 3-year-old, or you got mentality of a 3-year-old. You're gonna blatantly call somebody a pedo.
You're a pedophile. You support 14-year-olds having OnlyFans. You're a pedophile.
Oh, I got
You're a
it. I got
pedophile.
one.
If they're 13 and below, you block them. If they're 14 and above, you don't. The age of consent's 16 and you're 55. That's
You
fucking
really are.
pedo shit. Don't you love it, Jeff? Ain't this shit funny?
You would fall like a lawn chair, right? Have you been doing any light exercise? Now how you gonna stop fucking with him? Where is he?
Yeah, in my house. Been doing some
Oh, that's fucking good shit. That's comicky.
dishes.
That's
He's
fucking
trying to help me out
comical.
a little bit.
We're working on the cough before we take this to court.
I got stuff that I still have to over here from the other house that needs to be washed. Glassware, vintage dishes. I think it was
So
actually
great. This is fucking
not a
awesome.
turkey tray, but a chicken tray or something like that. My parents had
Fuck.
old as hell.
This is fucking great shit. This is fucking awesome.
No, still got problems with the fuel pump.
Right? This is fucking good shit, dude.
Can't get the pump in there because uh, the fitting for the gas line that goes in the front is still loose, even though it's torqued all the way down.
God, this is
And
awesome.
that fitting that goes for the end of the to the gas tank is scraping against the lower. Not scraping. It's actually not moving.
Buddy.
I can't get it in because of it being right up against the lower control arm.
Oh
In other words, if I force it, I'm going to snap that little piece
my
that comes out
fuck.
that goes to the fuel line up the inside.
20
No,
minutes.
there is no rod in it. It's got a coupling, like a little oval egg inside.
I'll be
And what
right
it
back,
does, that
guys.
arm lines up and down on it. Every time it comes down, it's an oval, and it puts pressure on the arm. And then it lets it go because it goes to a flat area.
Christ.
But we also found out that the arm is really, really tight, like massive pressure. Can't even budge it. So I have to take that back to the store, and then I have to get a different line altogether because the line that I have, I think, is 15/16, and I think I need a smaller one than that.
What the fuck?
Now, Dennis told me there's not a rod. It's like a spring behind the armature.
Where you going? You wanna come down here?
Yo, I gotta check out that dude's profile. Look at the picture. I'm fucking trolling accounts. I love it, dude. This is funny shit.
That engine, I believe, has a push rod for pump.
No, oh my god. See, this is where Dennis argues with this dude.
Count on it.
Listen, you have a rod that works your fuel pump on a small block Chevy. I think even big blocks have that too. Chevys. Mopar's the only one that doesn't.
No, you don't have anything in your phone? Are you
Dude, that fucking account, dude, is funny. Y'all need to go check out that versus profile picture. I don't
Megan,
know who it is,
what
but
are you
they're
doing
fucking
tonight?
funny as hell.
Nah, the boy came home.
Well, there's one person that has for sure. He's the only one that I know that actually works on nothing but SBC blocks. You know who that is, Enos? Because I do. Two Hacks Garage.
You guys will see.
Jeffro.
Here's his account that was created a day ago.
Go with him.
I don't know if I can get the profile, the picture to show up, but
Hey,
I can't think of the place of the lawyer, but it's a lawyer from a TV show of some kind. I can't remember for sure what the fucking TV show is, but
Swirly circles.
dude, I don't know who the fuck created that account, but they're fucking legit and funny as fuck.
the most common engine ever.
If you look on his page, you'll see him doing. You'll see.
I'm pretty sure didn't Jeff 2X tell Rich to like take his wrench away and he wasn't gonna be here anymore? Like, isn't that what happened? Like, I don't know. I'm not speaking on behalf, but you literally have a rod in there. That's why Rich will never get to kill on because the rod literally has to be shoved all the way up in the hole. And then there's a screw, a hole in the front of the block. You can put a screw in to hold that rod where it needs to go.
Liam, if you're gonna crank that up, can you shut the door for me, please?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. There you go.
I don't know. Can you plug it back in? Cause I don't know. Yeah, but they didn't tell us much. They wanted $1,600 just to do all the tests. Yep.
And Jeff, you sent that shit to me last night, dude. That shit almost made me
Oh,
choke. That much. Whoa. No.
could be an upper respiratory infection. That's what they said. Could be. You never know. The most common engine ever. Easiest engine to work on. Takes full 3 years. Why are we looking at a mask?
It's not a mask. It's called content for the haters pages.
Oh,
They can't see me. The only thing they see is a face of Gossamer from Looney Tunes.
but we can still hear you, and that's all that
Yeah,
counts.
That's fucking nuts, Jeff.
This Charlie Brown there, or we could do Bugs Bunny, or I could put Tasmanian Devil there, or the Cookie Monster. Which do you prefer?
Yeah, Two Hacks tried to
Hell
help
yeah,
him.
brother. I'm glad, dude.
Bustards tried to help him. Who else do I know? Bad Tree. I think everybody's tried to help this guy. But eventually they say enough is enough.
As Rich says, you can't make somebody that's bullheaded and stubborn. You can't teach them anything.
Matt, yep.
The whole point is if they put that on their screen as a live or something, they can't.
Oh, are we?
Wouldn't the dude that has that as live
because you guys
make him
all
look
know
bullet
what
and stubborn? Stupid?
We don't care what you look like. We want to hear your voice. That's all that counts, Rich.
Right, public, right?
Yeah, he thinks this is gonna stop because he's gonna do this. Can you shut
right
that
here.
door for
See?
me, bud? Leave him out here.
Right, public, right?
Ryder, come here. Good boy.
Rich, unlike you, I can actually put cover photos, so that's what people see when they click on the video. You don't know how to do that stuff, I
We're
know.
just gonna
But
look stupid, guys, if we record. Oh, look who I
Jesus Christ! Whoa!
Said that my brother told me, he said,
I fucking told you.
third in the toilet.
I fucking told you guys. The camera has to.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You can't keep it off him. You little attention whore, you. Wrapped up in a fucking blanket.
80 fucking degrees out, and he's wrapped up in a blanket. Well, it's because he's naked underneath that. So
I hope it works. Why is your brother on the haters channel?
well, I'm anxious to hear about this.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting some advice.
What?
Spy disguise.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he's getting some advice,
What's
some
that,
spot.
you, Rich?
So you need a spy, even though the lives are like Jesus Christ, Rich. That made no sense. He's gonna go live with us. Don't worry.
Whether your brother comes on or not, it doesn't mean anything.
Don't worry. I'm trying to get
He
your
knew
sisters
he
to go
would
live.
not be able to keep that fucking thing. He had to put the camera on himself.
Next to see what your sister's gonna think when she hears about what you were saying about her
Look at him.
her daughter, and all the incest shit.
100-degree weather, everybody out working their balls off, and they're gonna look at this fucking fat fuck.
It's
Yeah, Elvis is back,
sounds
right?
like a ghost opening a door. Oh man. Oh god, that was nasty.
He's got no shirt on.
The
Nice.
eyes squint like, ew. Howdy.
Right, brother?
Oh, we're gonna go back to the thing. Cool.
Not a whole hell of a lot. Just chill it out. You
Hmm.
don't get that damn title, that turtle out of your crotch area. He's gonna bite you.
He's gonna bite you, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
dude, it's
no.
fucking pathetic.
No, that's Gossamer. You know who Gossamer is, don't you?
Me.
Exactly, Bustin.
No, he's
And
from
right, Dad?
the original Looney Tunes. He only showed in two cartoons. One he was having his fingernails dipped in Palmolive dishwashing liquid with mouse traps in it. And the other one was when Bugs Bunny decided to play hairdresser and do his hair up in TNT sticks
55-year-old man watching Looney
until
Tunes. That's not creepy and suspect at all.
his head blew up. They were the only two cartoons he was in.
What a joke.
I'm wearing a comforter. That's what I'm wearing.
He's got a comforter.
What? What was the question asked?
And I told you it was going to be a cold day in hell that would ever happen.
What are you talking about? Fucking weirdo.
Right? Like, I don't know any 55-year-old man that has stuffed animals like that. That's just fucking weird. Bus, that's fucking weird.
No, it's a comforter.
Like,
My hand stuck in
who
here.
does that?
Everybody get out of the way. Cattle coming.
Exactly.
Following with Lexington Center.
He's got to know that when this car, if this car never gets done, people are gonna get tired of it.
See my bare ass.
And
Well,
see, told y'all he was naked underneath that shit.
I just figure it's easier to throw this on than it is to go try and find a shirt. I knew he would say something. He always does.
Because, Matt, he was probably
Oh
watching
fucking! I love this account. I don't care who it is. I love it. They're awesome.
on like
I
his
already do have shorts on, Dennis.
tablet or something,
Boxers.
and he saw you commenting. I don't know.
Get overdressed. No, how about we don't? Because the breathing level out there sucks, okay?
Twisted bust you out in that one.
Be out there 15 minutes and I'll need a friggin' oxygen mask. I guarantee you the senior center's open. And I bet the air conditioning's going full blast.
Probably Timu Tactical. Fucking side eye freak.
That's what I'm saying. When people can't breathe, Kevin, when people can't breathe and they're older than you by many years, you know, and they've already had pretty bad health conditions, it's not the smartest thing to go sending the old people outside.
Oh yeah?
You don't have asthma or COPD, Rich.
Climate with very poor oxygen levels.
Yeah? How does my dad do it?
Well, when it gets cool,
Oh, hey, Rich, I want to let you know something, Bubba, so you know I'm not fucking with you. So here's your dad's obituary. You ready? Let's say one of your sister's names. How about that? So you know I'm not fucking with you. Judy Galloway. Let's see here. Jessica Evans. Oh, those are grandfather too. Let's see here. Let's see where your fucking sister's real name is. Let's see here. Daniel Thomas Fuller. Luna Ann Shura, North Carolina. Colleen Christopher Andrew. Ain't shit, Rich.
Than you.
it's like
Just
this
letting you
with me,
know.
Dennis.
We'll be reaching out to him.
Even repeated it back to me. You know I can't do it.
You can't do it on a fuck. You wouldn't be able to do it on a perfect day.
That's not a compliment.
Oh,
Not an excuse.
busted.
I went there with the best of intentions to go and work on it. And
Ah,
it took
dude. Ah, no, I don't want to imagine that.
45 minutes.
Oh, no, no.
He's a fucking joke, Matt.
I'm just letting you guys know, since I've seen the live that Jeff did covering when he was working on the 57, I have a fucking parody coming. I just have to film it, and you guys are gonna fucking love it.
Pretty soon we'll have winter upon us.
Oh no, it does get better because the oxygen level increases.
Ah, they're both gross.
When it's colder, the oxygen level increases.
Oh.
When it gets hot and humid, it thins out. That's the difference. And I already know that from the springtime when it first started up.
Oh, gotta
I
give
was
it
out
a
there
comb.
all the time. Heck, that girl next door, the one that Lou, I used to take her to the friggin' deli store up the street for breakfast.
Why don't you go to doctor?
Walking.
Hey, Rich, I got a question. She's moved, right? Have you guys hung out since? No. You know why it is, Witchy Witch? Because guess why? She was just seeing what she could get out of the sad little weasel, which was Witch 220.
I already told you. I made appointments for it, Dennis. You can't just walk in there. It's not like a hospital.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, he's starting to lose his fucking mind.
They're like, why don't you go to the doctor? Winter's coming upon us soon. Rich don't like that.
The cardiologist doesn't want me going until I actually doesn't want me showing up at his office until I get the blood work. So I have to go down there next week and have my blood work done.
Okay, let's talk about this. For one, you can go back in Rich's live stream when he goes around that fucking pharmacy. Rich says his name. That doctor is not a cardiologist. That's just your primary care physician. Now, something else I want to state is I think Busted had a. I'm not sure. I think he might have told me he has had a heart issues. Here we go, Rich. Before they put a stick in you, they're gonna look at your blood. You're gonna. I can't remember for exactly what it's called, but there's going to be high levels in your blood of some kind of chemical that's telling you your heart is in distress. You're having a heart attack. A doctor is not going to shove a stent in your arteries without doing blood work. And in this live, in your live before, you mentioned the doctor's never done blood work on you. Never. Not once. Bubba. That's why they didn't give you life saving nitro. If you would have had a heart attack, they would give you life saving nitro. They give you a daily nitro for your angina because you went in there to your primary care physician complaining about chest pain. I want to say something else. You've never even had a stress test, have you? Where there's two kinds. You can lay on a table and they can inject you, and then I forgot how that works. Or the kind like I've done, where they take a sonogram of your heart, make sure everything's working, then they take you back and they inject you full of Ninja Turtle ooze. It's radioactive is what it is, some kind of chemical. Injecting you. Then you go run on a treadmill. They just put a bunch of leads on you and you run on a treadmill. And then they say, yes, you're good to go, or they ship your ass upstairs because your heart's not working.
They only do that last
Exactly.
treatment too. You can't just like walk in
And get
and like, hello, we are the
Now,
doctor.
I'm gonna say this for those of you that don't know something. Jeff Mako, this channel that which covered Rich this morning. If you guys don't know, go subscribe to them. Great guys. Matter of fact, shout out to everybody in the chat. Go subscribe to them if you're new. And check out the main channel, Poor Man Speech Up. Anyways, Jeff has a video from a live stream, literally, where Rich goes, "My heart, I had a stent. You can't do anything because your stent's got a fucking has to be able to reset into your fucking artery. If you move around, it moves around. And it's not how a stent works." That was a mistake on his part saying that. I checked. with high amounts of gravy in it. Dude, this is fucking so fucking hilarious.
Hey, blood. People are taking your blood from you.
They take your blood anytime,
I think you gotta
you
make an
dumb
appointment.
fuck. No, you don't gotta make an appointment. That's bullshit. If your doctor wants blood, you don't have to make an appointment.
Where's it? And I want to pin that comment.
Smell like lasagna. What the hell is the matter with you, man?
That's a great point, 2X. That's a really
Look,
good point.
if your doctor wanted you to have blood work, Jeff was right in here. If they wanted you to have blood work, you literally get two papers. I have to go get blood work done. An X-rays done on my knee and my ankle. When you have lab orders, they give you a piece of paper and you can go to any hospital, any place where they draw blood and get your blood drawn for your labs. That's how that works, Rich. Again, though, you have had a heart attack and a stent, so you said, and this cardiologist didn't know what the fuck was really going on when you didn't do any blood work and just shoved a stent in your artery. It's not how it works.
Ain't nobody complained that ate
Show
my
us one of
lasagna,
your
I'll tell you
tits.
that.
Bro, you can see the top of his tit right there.
Not in a million years.
Look at this.
But she smelled that lasagna. No, she didn't move because she smelled the lasagna either.
Rich, you dumbass.
Oh, exactly, Bruce. He says he had a stroke. Yeah, exactly. Here's the deal.
Like, I'm gonna have to.
Look,
I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna shit talk the VA here for a minute because I dislike the VA hospital. So the VA hospital, for those of you who don't know, had diagnosed my grandfather with leukemia a year prior to telling him. Their excuse was, ready for this? Well, we knew about a year ago. We just wanted to watch and see what happened, monitor it. He could have been getting treatment a full fucking year before they told him that he had it. Another thing that the lovely VA hospital did, and to keep in mind, these are our veterans that these people are supposed to take care of. The VA hospital, again, calls, I think it's been a couple months ago, calls my grandma and talk to my grandpa because my grandpa's not tech savvy. You don't do phones, you don't do computers. He's very old fashioned. Anyways, calls my grandmother and asks to talk to Greg. So that's my grandpa's name. So my grandpa answers the phone and they told him, "Oh yeah, we'll let you know you need to get in here for I think a stress test or something because you're the chemical I'm talking about is raised." And yeah. So they diagnosed him with some kind of heart condition. And this is all within a year range of all this shit happening. So my point with that is he's also had a stroke. VA said, "Oh, we don't know. Yeah, it could have been a stroke. It could have been this." I remember as a kid going to the VA hospital with my grandfather, and I'll never forget there was elderly gentleman, probably Vietnam era veteran, and he's sitting in a wheelchair. He's a double amputee, and his bandages are all plussed up, and he's sitting there, and nobody's helping him. He the, we'll get people with disability like Rich and put them up in housing, but our veterans, the people that have actually are actual heroes, we treat them like shit and we give them the worst health care that we can possibly give them. How is that? How is that right? Anyways, my point with that is when I saw my grandpa, when I found because my grandma didn't tell me this. My grandpa told me that he or no, my grandpa didn't tell my grandma told me that he had a stroke. So I didn't know until my grandma mentioned it. But I know for a matter of fact that when you have that, you like get forgetful and things happen. And it, if Rich had one, he wouldn't be the same afterwards. He would still be the same, but there's things he would forget, things he wouldn't know how to do. Right, right, busted, right, exactly. I mean,
In that.
And she ate over half of it for crying out loud.
He broke that right down. More bullshit, Rich. I do think he's going on 4 years.
No, that's all gone now.
Matt.
I'd have to make another batch, and that's going to take a little bit of time because I got to get the. Well, I have the sausage. I have the sweet sausage.
Oh, he's talking
I have
about making a
hamburger.
lasagna.
I have lasagna noodles. I don't have regatta cheese.
that was the
And
nastiest fucking lasagna I've ever seen be made.
so I'd have to get the cheeses. It's a mess. That whole process is nothing but dirtying up this and dirtying up that.
Exactly, busted. Exactly. And it's you'll give somebody like Rich, for instance, or somebody like Barry or Ryan good health care, but you won't give it to a veteran. The ones that enjoy, the ones that have put down hard work and are heroes for people like this to mooch off the government. For like Barry or Rich to mooch off the government. It's truly sad. Anybody that walks in to a VA, if you guys ever did that, it's heartbreaking. And then you get guys like Brian Cabral that want to pretend like they're this veteran and that they've seen all this horrible shit. When you actually have fucking veterans that come back screwed up in it because of shit they've seen. True story, guys. A true story before I end this live stream. True story. My grandfather, he's the Vietnam era. He was never actually in Vietnam. He went in '74, got out in '78. So he never actually saw any combat. He was an engineer in the army. Anyways, there was times when he would hitchhike back and forth from Fort Campbell, Kentucky to Indianapolis, Indiana, where he lived. And the true story, this is during the '70s, and all you guys know the hippies and how they treat the veterans. So my grandpa was hitchhiking, right? And this, I think he said it was a Volkswagen van, side of the road. College kids drive by and they stop and they motion him up. Well, my grandpa starts, they parked way up, so he starts running up to this van. He gets, I forgot how close he said, but close enough. They flip him off and call him a baby killer because that's what they labeled Vietnam veterans as. And it's like I don't know how you could treat your own heroes like that. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, just because my grandpa was dressed in his military uniform, my grandpa never went over to Vietnam. My grandpa never saw combat. You know, but you watch this shit how they treat our guys from Vietnam and just makes it sick. Exactly, you guys. Fucking exactly. But you'll get guys like fucking Rich and Barry that get to live off the government, and while our veterans fucking are homeless and everything else. But all right, you guys, I've been going for over an hour. I think I'm gonna end this stream. I'll cover the rest of this because there's still quite a bit here. Probably tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for stopping in. Check out Eros in the channel description. Much love, you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys aren't just my subscribers. You guys are my family. That's why when we went, like I wanted to go after, start going after his is moderators. I brought it to you guys because we're a family, we're a collective. I think I should get everybody's opinion before we make a decision. And I'm so glad this community, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, check out Mako, Fasting, Lipstick Garage, Still Scrapper Kingdom. Check out Bruce. Check out Buster Radio Garage. Check out Two Hacks Garage. Check out all these great guys. Everybody's in the channel description. Everybody's in the chat. Everybody you guys see in either one of me or Jeff's communities in our comment sections are all great guys, great people, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.